Finally today, our South African DX report from Andre House, who says it's an interesting time for the YouTube. All of the stations targeting Iran.
This is Andre House with the 16th edition of the South Africa DX report, coming to you from Johannesburg. This is my log for March 2026. All stations received in a suburban area in Johannesburg on the 3rd of March at 15:46 UTC on 5985 kHz. Myanmar radio from Yangon in English. Female voice talking, mention of U.S. actions in the Middle East. Interference from CRI in Japanese on 5980 kHz. SIO 333. 1555 UTC on 5860 kHz. Radio Fiber in Persian from Kuwait. Male and female voices talking. SIO 353. 1557 on 7520 kHz. Radio Fiber in Persian from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Male and female voices talking. Interference from Iranian jammers. SIO 444. 1558 on 7540 kHz. TWR in Korean from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Female voice talking, followed by a jingle in jazz music style, then female voice introducing the next program. SIO 454. 1559 UTC on 9310 kHz. VOA Korean from Finland. Sign off with Yankee Doodle playing. SIO 454. 1602 UTC on 9405 kHz. Radio Taiwan International in English from New Taipei. News about the evacuation of Taiwanese nationals from the Middle East. Interference from CNR5 on straight radio on 9410 kHz. SIO 444. 1603 UTC on 9410 kHz. CNR5 cross straight radio from Beijing. Chinese popular music followed by a female voice. Interference from Radio Taiwan International on 4905 kHz. SIO 444. 1604 on 9490 kHz. Voice of Turkey in Farsi from Emilia. Islamic music followed by a male voice. SIO 555. 1605 on 9540 kHz. Ibra Radio in Amharic from Aldabaya. Music. SIO 555. 1607 on 9640 kHz. KBS World Radio in English. News bulletin of our collection of the late Samsung chief going on display in Chicago at the Park Institute. Then at the British Museum in London. SIO 555. 1624 UTC on 11600 kHz. Brother Spear from Sofia, Bulgaria in English. Talking about Moses and the Jews in the desert. Followed by religious music. SIO 454. 1626 on 11655 kHz. Ibrahim in Afar from Aldabaya. Female voice talking, mention of Israel. SIO 555. 1627 on 11885 kHz. Voice of Vietnam from Hanoi in English. Talk about the Ukraine war and the need for collaboration among nations to enable peace. SIO 454. 1828 on 11900 kHz. Akashvani and Farsi from Bengaluru. Male voice talking. SIO 555. 2035 UTC on 6110 kHz. Fana Broadcasting Corporation from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in Amharic. Ethiopian music followed by a male voice. SIO 353. On 6 March 2104 UTC on 9625 kHz. CNR8 in Mongolian from Utsubi, China. Mongolian music. SIO 454. 2108 UTC on 7300 kHz. HCJB radio upcountry 3 from Woodford in KhZ. Male voice talking, followed by North African music. SIO 454. On 12 March 1353 UTC on 17840 kHz. Radio Farda in Farsi from Penang. Male voice talking, SIO 555. 1950 UTC on 15320 kHz. IRIB Voice of the Islamic Republic of Iran in English from TEJEDA. A news bulletin, the presenter reading a statement by the newly elected Supreme Leader Ayatollah Mojtaba Khomeini referring to Iran's blockade of the Hormuz Strait and to Iran's attacks on U.S. interests in the region. Somewhat unusually for this signal, the audio levels were quite high enough to be understandable. SIO 454. On 14 March 1929 UTC on 13640 kHz. Ifriqiya FM in Arabic from Bihar with an SIO of 353, playing Arabic music. At 1935 UTC on 12065 kHz, BBC World Service in Somali from Al Sila, Oman. Male and female voices talking about football, mention of the FA Cup, Arsenal and Chelsea. This is a once-a-week transmission on Saturdays only from 1950 to 2145 UTC. SIO 555. Thank you for listening, and if you have any comments or would like to request an EQSL for the South Africa DX report, you can contact me at andre9@arc.com. That is Alpha November Delta Romeo Echo the number 9 at Delta Uniform Charlie Kilo.com. Goodbye everyone, and happy DXing.
Thank you, Andre. WAVESCAN today with music from Argentine singer Héctor Emilio Madero and a song called Continente Blanco, White Continent, about Antarctica. Thanks for listening to WAVESCAN.